Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a little makeup tutorial. So I thought I would share with you guys my everyday makeup routine and the products that I use, because I feel like sometimes in the morning you get up at 6:30 and you just, yes, it's a full face of makeup, but it's an easy one. And there's some little tips and tricks along the way that I'm going to show you. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So now I've completed my morning skincare routine. I feel like my face is fresh, it's ready for makeup, like I'm ready to do this. But first we need a headband, because I'm not being funny, this hair gets everywhere. So this is just one of many headbands. I literally wasn't kidding when I said I had many headbands from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. I've been very lucky to work with them as a brand ambassador. I feel like these have been a proper game changer when it comes to doing my makeup, because I used to always get like foundation in my hair, like my baby hairs and everything, but this. So first off, we're going to start off with primers. I do use 2 primers just because I do have oily skin and it's very acne prone. The e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. You can tell this is well loved. This is just a putty that you put on your face, just in any areas that you get kind of oiliness. So I put a lot on my forehead because I'm going to be honest, by the end of the day, you can probably fry an egg on there because there's so much oil on there. Second one that I use is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. These work perfectly together. There's no issues. You can tell this one's loved as well. So the same as before, just using my finger to blend it all in, just putting it anywhere that I have any enlarged pores or that I want to hide, like any texture or anything like this. Because I do have some acne coming through and I do kind of want to hide it because it's not the nicest thing. I'm going to pop in with some concealer first. So this is the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. This is the one I use like under my eyes and everything like this. So this is in the shade C3. You just put some on where you want it on, around my nose, there, because I do get really bad dark under eyes. I'm going to put a little bit under there. So we're going to let that sit for a minute. No judgment of the state of my beauty sponge. After this video, I'm going to clean my brushes. My Amazon order turned up yesterday and I got some more brush cleaner. So this is the Style Pro Makeup Brush Cleanser. I use it with the little machine and everything. There's a video on my TikTok if you want to go check it out. I've let that sit for a minute or two. Just gonna blend that in. This is like just my luck, where I do a video and then it just goes like tits up. It like never does this normally. There we go, that's better. So it's taking away quite a lot of the redness from my areas that I wanted to conceal. So now we're gonna go in with foundation. This is like my holy grail foundation. Like, it's wearable, it's blendable, it's buildable, it's lovable. Like, I literally cannot rave about it enough. So this is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Is it in shade 130 True Beige, and I do have kind of yellow undertones on my skin, so this is like the perfect shade for me. So I'm just gonna grab some pumps, pop it down my face. And then we're going to grab our dampened beauty sponge again. Please ignore the state of it. And we're just going to bounce that into the skin. I just feel like this foundation gives like a really nice natural finish, obviously given the coverage that you want. I wouldn't say it's completely full coverage foundation, but you can build it up to become full coverage foundation, which I don't have an issue with. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin or anything like this. As you can instantly see, I haven't done my nose, but obviously I've done this cheek here and it's just such a nice colour. I wouldn't say it's completely mattifying, just because it does give more of that like natural finish. That's what powders and stuff are for. So we are going to go back in with a bit more concealer just under my eyes, because like I said, I do have quite bad dark under eyes, and just a little bit more on my acne. And then going with the point of the beauty sponge, I'm just going to blend that in so that I can have nice bright under eyes and look like I actually had a good night's sleep and then get woken up by Alex's snoring again last night. So up next, I'm going to go in with some cream contour. This is the Fast Base Stick it's a foundation. I thought it was a cream contour because it came in a set. It came as a set of 2. So this one is more of like a lighter one, and this would be the highlight, and then this would be like your contour. But then it says foundation on the end, so I'm like, so this is in the shade F12. So I'm just going to apply it a little bit on my cheeks, a little bit down my nose, on my forehead. I'm going to use a brush to blend out my cream contour. This is actually a Style Pro brush that came with the cleaning set. This is the S101. Just going to blend that in. I feel like this cream contour just gives like a nice little flush to the skin. It doesn't look unnatural. Obviously, if you blend it in, don't blend it in enough, then obviously it'll look unnatural, but it doesn't take long to blend in. So I've just blended that all out, and it just adds nice texture to your skin. So obviously you're not completely pale and everything like this. So I really like this. For my everyday makeup, I don't normally add cream blush, so I'm not going to use that today, but I do love cream blush. If you are looking for a good one, you've got the Revolution Super Dew Liquid Blush. This one's in the shade Flushing For You, and this is a gorgeous one. Also taking it back to my childhood days, the Maybelline Dream Matte Blush. This is in the shade 10 Flirty Pink. This is a gorgeous blush as well. I know it looks a bit daunting in the pot, but once you have it out, just a little bit goes a long way and adds a nice flush to the skin. I'm going to set the face now. I do use two powders. So I use the Revolution Banana Light Powder for under my eyes to kind of brighten it, and then the Revolution Translucent Loose Powder for the rest of my face. I've really got into using a sponge for my powders. I thought I would never ever use a sponge for my powders. I thought it was the most bizarre thing ever. I started using the Real Techniques powder sponge. I finally caved and bought one a little while ago, and I've been absolutely loving it. Just tipped out some of the Banana Bright Powder into the top of a lid, because the only thing I will say, the lids are tiny. So it's fine for when you're using the powder on this end, but when you're using the thicker end for the rest of your face, it's not the one. So I do use like old lids and stuff like this. So I'm just going to set that under my eye. I wouldn't say I bake per se. Yes, it looks like a lot of powder already, but I literally just buff that in. There's no loose excess powder on my skin. And then doing the same with the translucent powder, I'm just going to dip the fatter part of my sponge in, shake off any excess because I don't want to look cakey, and then just pep that into the skin. I'm going to finish off the face before we go in with eyes. So when I do cream contour, I like to use like a nice lighter bronzer on top. I love using the Max Factor Creme Bronzer, even though it is a powder, but you know, and this is in the shade 10. So just grab a big fluffy brush. So just buff that in on top of where you've already done the cream contour. And then for blush, we're going to go in with this one from Lottie London. I have to admit, the first time I used this, I used too much, and I literally had like a bright pink like mark just across here. It was not cute. So yeah, I know it's bright and it's daunting, but this one is in the shade Haze. So I'm going to grab this brush from Real Techniques. This is the light layer powder, which is what you need for this blusher, and this is 227. So I'm just going to quickly just brush it across, not even much, tap off any excess, and then just work it in on the tops of my cheeks, just to add some colour. But obviously I don't want to be like a bright pink, like never again. I think I was even doing my makeup like on Instagram as well that time when I did it. I will admit this is probably more of like a summer blush, but it warms up the skin so nicely. And then for highlighter, I'm going in with this one from Wet n Wild. This is Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow, and this is stunning. Like, look at that. Gonna grab Elamiska IL 230 brush, just pop it in there. You love this. It adds so much like shimmer to your face. This is a stunning little highlighter. Now that our face is done, we're going to go in with our eyebrows. So this is the Maybelline. I don't know because this one's so short, but I did buy another one. So this is the Maybelline Brow Precise Pencil. This is in the shade Dark Blonde. So it comes with a spoolie on one end and then the pencil on the other. I will admit, I do have to sharpen it every time I go to use it because you do, oh, and that one's just snapped off. So we use my new one. So I'm just going to spoolie through my brows. So I start by just outlining them to give them their shape. Then just kind of spoolie them through, just so I can make sure I got the shape right. Just leave them kind of nice and natural. So this is obviously without any product, and this is with product. I do dye my hair, so I do have the problem of having darker eyebrows than my hair, obviously. I always got told that your eyebrows should look like sisters, not twins. Mine are like cousins because they never look the same. For my eyes, I do try and keep it as kind of simple as I can, but I do go in with a black eyeliner pencil. This one is from e.l.f., but you can literally use like any black eyeliner pencil. One is on the chunky side as well, so it does help with the wing. Just start at the corner and just flick up. We've got this like nub, as I'm going to call it. And I literally just grab my finger and just like rub it against it, and then it just creates like this really nice wing. Obviously, then now we can go in and fill the rest of it in. But I think it's just a simple way just to get a nice wing without having to like spend hours trying to perfect it, because you literally just wipe your finger up and it's done. That's what I love about using pencils. Ta-da! So for mascara, I use the Lash Paradise mascara. I do love this mascara because it's not too over the top, too bold or anything like this. So I normally apply 2 coats. I feel like it's impossible to do your bottom lashes and not pull a ridiculous face. That is 1 coat of mascara. Obviously that's got no mascara. I think it's just so pretty and like more natural than some of the other ones that you can get. And then to set the face, I'm going to go in with the Scent Luxe setting spray. This is a nice little mist. It's not like a water gun to the face or anything like this. And then for my lips, I'm going to go in with this Floss lip gloss. Just kind of like a nice natural nudie colour. Is my makeup complete? So this is kind of my everyday what I wear to work kind of thing. So I do nothing over the top. It still looks natural. It still looks pretty. The eyes, I think, are just simple for anyone to do. Like anyone could quickly just put like a little nub of eyeliner and then just wing it up. Like it's so easy. It's one of the best things I've ever learned to do makeup. And a makeup video like this for such a long time, so I was kind of nervous to do it. So I hope I didn't do too bad. If you did enjoy today's video, do give it a quick thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more makeup tutorials, then let me know. But yeah, I'll see you next time.